What's going on, you guys? Slim here at YCS Fort Worth. Ace Persuasion, you
already know.
Team Enforcers, everybody's here, and we're here with
Noah Beygelman.
And what did you do here at the YCS?
I got top 8 here.
Playing what?
I played True Draco Sky Striker.
That sounds like the spice.
Was there heat in your deck?
Was there
so much heat?
So much.
Yeah.
That's James' favorite.
Alright, man, we have to see this craziness.
Alright, so I'll start with the monster. So, firstly is the one blue boy. So this is your primary normal summon. Searches the secrets, and then secrets gets knowledge. You knowledge this away, draw 2, and that's 2 spells in grave already. So you always draw engage off knowledge too, for sure.
That's nice.
So just the one though, and then 2 rays. So these are kind of like 3 normal summons. But primarily you access Ray by using the Area 0 to target True Draco spell, reveal. Hopefully it's engage, and then the True Draco spell engrave targets your Area 0, destroys it, and then you special summon Ray from the deck. So I don't play like Demise or Duality or anything like that, because primarily I'm special summoning a lot. So it just kind of conflicts. But yeah, 2 Ray just because you don't really want to see it in your hand, you just want to be able to summon it from the deck.
Yeah.
So those 3, and then 2 Ignis and 1 Dynamite.
There's the heat.
So I was playing 3 originally because I love this card, but I cut 1 for the second Shark Cannon and I didn't regret it. That Shark Cannon was really good all day. Primarily, you just want to be summoning these on your opponent's turn using the traps as another layer of disruption on top of just Widows and Sharks. Yeah, you don't really want to summon them going first, and then going second, they help break boards, and he's a fire. So we're making Hida with him, it's nice. Oh, also Hida can search him because he has 1,000 defense.
Oh my god.
So that's really nice too. So these are all the real monsters. And then 3 copies of the Rock from Outer Space. This is only a hand trap, not even impermanence or anything. So if I was going to draw any one hand trap, I wanted it to be this one. I figured it was the most impactful. And even though they make Azathoth and Nyarla in the Lunalight deck, I thought that this was really good against Salamangreat and basically the pure Orcus deck, any other kind of variant of Orcus. This card's just like absolutely insane. So, and you can always get rid of it with your Diagram or Area 0 or multi-roll or just tributing over it. So it's not too much of a conflict with the striker cards. So yeah, 9 monsters, that's it. And then spells, the gas, 3 engage, best card ever. 3 Widow. This is kind of like a better version of Monarch Stormforth because you just take their monster, tribute over it.
Yeah.
And helps you go for game with Pearl Sword and stuff. And then I played 3 Area 0s. It kind of sucks when you open like multiple Diagram, multiple Area 0, but this card sending away a Draco spell is like a really powerful interaction, so I wanted to maximize on that. Just don't want to brick. And then 2 Shark Cannons. I decided 1 out a lot, but I would still play 2 going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really good disruption versus the Lunalight deck. And then multi-roll and drones, that's it for the striker cards. I don't play any of like the removal ones because I have access to the Draco cards, so I just don't want to brick when I go first, because I choose to go first. So yeah, those cards are just bricks and not necessary if you just play the deck properly. And then I play, oh, no base either. 1 Kagari is all you need. So then I play 2 Disciples and 3 Heritage. So the 3-2 ratio is because you primarily want to see this one because it's the easiest to resolve to draw at least 1 card. And then you only want 2 of this because that way you can grind forever. If you don't mess up with managing your resources, you can always use 1 to put back the other, and then you just play for infinity. Yeah, that's it for those. And then 3 Diagram. Best card ever, no explanation needed. You can chain your Sky Striker quick plays to this, which is pretty cool. So you can go Diagram, chain Hornet Drones for quick +1. And then some more spells, Upstart, Set Rotation, and Terraforming. So Set Rotation is particularly insane. I wish I drew it a lot more than I did, but you usually set Diagram to your side and Area 0 to your opponent's side of the field. And then you use the Diagram to destroy a Draco spell, search for like a Heritage. And, yeah, exactly. You pop it on their side, summon Ray. It's like a +2. It's insane.
Yeah. Drawing Set Rotation in this deck is not fair.
Not at all. And then these pretty secrets and knowledge. So this completes the Blue Boy engine from earlier. 2 of this one because you primarily want to start with this and then go this into Blue Boy. And then if you have the second one, you just pop it with Diagram or send it with Area. It's not a big deal. Yep.
Ooh, I like that.
And then lastly, we have the 4 trap cards. This card's really bad because if you actually use its effect to summon back a Draco, you can't float Ray anymore.
Yeah.
So I would play 4. I'd play 4 Apocalypse if I could, but
yeah, I feel that.
I can't. Yeah, the Apocalypse is just crazy because you can use it as a disruption to pop Heritage, and then I did this against Dom Couch in the last round of Swiss, actually. He went into Nyarla, and I had a Nibiru in hand. And the only way I was going to win is if I resolved that Nibiru.
Yeah.
So I went Apocalypse, pop Heritage. Heritage pop my own Apocalypse, and then Apocalypse pop his Nyarla. And then the Nibiru was able to resolve when he went for the Bolasard OTK. So
Oh my god.
yeah, that's crazy.
Nice.
So that's it for the main deck.
40 cards?
40 cards plus upstart.
Nice.
Just want to draw engage as much as possible.
For sure.
And then we'll do the extra deck.
Yeah, I like the spellbook engine included in there.
it's
That was
amazing,
nice.
yeah.
I like that.
We know.
Yeah,
I love
spellbooks.
spellbooks.
Spellbooks are crazy. There's another cool part about the spellbooks that I'll get to in the extra deck too. So, starting off, Kagari, 2 Kainas. I don't really think you need the second one, but I couldn't really figure out what to put in its place. But after playing the event, a second Hida came up kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds weird, but you make Hida a lot with your Ignis, and it can, like I said before, it can search Ignis, so I would play a second one.
Yeah.
It just applies a lot of pressure. And then 2 Hayates, because you're usually summoning your Dracos first going second, so you kind of clear the way for the Hayate to resolve, so you don't really need 3. But then 3 Shizuku, because you want to be able to grind forever. And in like the late game, this thing gets really, really nice. All their monsters are losing like 1500 attack, and it's crazy. So yeah, that's it for the Striker Links. And then Claris, this is what I was talking about with the spellbooks. It's a spellcaster.
Yeah.
So you use any Draco monster to turn into this, and it not only makes your knowledge live at all times, it also frees your main monster zone. So you can play all your Sky Striker cards, and they think that you can't because like, oh, he summoned a Draco, what is he gonna do?
Yeah.
And then you just make this, you draw more cards off Heritage, it's insane.
Okay.
So yeah, that card's really good. And then I played for Link 2s, Barricade, Hida, and Phoenix. I use this card's effect once to add back a Heritage, but other than that, it's just a generic Link 2 that you can make out of anything. And it protects your multi-roll and diagram, which is kind of cool. And then Hida, this card's amazing. It's really good to bait negates because if they negate it, you just search Ignis and keep playing. And then Phoenix is a fire, so you can turn anything into Hida basically, and use its effect like once a tournament maybe. I don't know. It's just a generic Link too, again. There's a lot of free space in this extra deck. And then I had Ningirsu, Bomber, and Bolasword for the big boys. Ningirsu's insane. I would almost play like a second Ningirsu along with the second Hida, because usually you're using Ningirsu to summon back like a Phoenix, or summon back like a Almirage in the Cyber Dragon matchup, or a Kagari, and then it just upgrades right into Ningirsu. You send a Draco card, send one of their things, Draco card pop, and it's wild.
Clear and force.
Yeah, this card's crazy. And then it upgrades into Bomber, so you basically Ningirsu, clear their whole board, multi-roll, setback, Shark Cannon, and Eagle Booster, and you have, or not Eagle Booster, Hornet Drones, and then on their turn you just, double Regeki's game. And then Bolasword, you just summon Bolasword up here, have a Draco monster here, and extend the handshake.
Yep.
So
easy wins right there.
and then the side deck. So for Sky Striker and other control decks, I decided to Shared Ride and Eagle Booster. This is just because I didn't want Nibiru against, a deck that summons like once or twice. And these cards were good versus like Subterror, decent versus Salamangreat, even though I wouldn't take out the Nibirus for him, and really good versus Sky Striker, of course. This also helps your Kaina and Hayate resolve if it gets close to time, so that's cool. And then the only Floodgate-ish kind of card I play is 3 DD Grounds. So this card is amazing. I feel like this should be in every control deck sideboard for going first. Just destroys any Orcust variant, and if you flip it when they've summoned like once or twice, they've now committed to the board, which means you can Widow Anchor their monsters and just attack for game with their own monsters. So yeah, this card's really good, and it plays around Twin Twister, Pankratops, Cosmic Cyclone, all that stuff. I would usually wait, they go Twin, and then I chain this, and it's just like insane.
Using everything.
Yep. It's awesome. And then so then just infinite hand traps. So I have 2 Imperms, 3 Gnomes, 2 Ogres, and 2 beautiful TGD Crows.
Yeah.
So this is the only 3 of, because this is the only one where against the Lunalight Orcust deck I felt like very safe. If I drew this card, I was like, alright, I'm not going to lose. They go for the Nyarla, I know it's game.
Yeah.
And then these ones, they weren't like turn enders by themselves, so that's why I just played 2, because I only had really 9 spots to take out. Because this deck's a lot of engine cards, there's not really much you can afford to side out. So yeah, and then I would put in like these against Sky Striker. I played against an ABC in Swiss. Actually, that's one of my losses in Swiss. I got destroyed. He was like evenly matched. I keep my link. Special Cyber Dragon contact. It was
Everything
wild.
went downhill. My God.
But yeah, and then Impermanence is good versus like random rogue decks, which this deck is already like fairly capable of dealing with the Draco cards, but it's just nice to have some more.
So
that's it.
Shout outs, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Shogun's Dojo, the Arizona Facebook group. Shout out to Tam, lending me all the pretty cards, and Ryan. He played our deck too, but you know, he'll get there next time.
Next time for sure.
Shout out to the team Jobber. We had a bunch of reps in Top Cut, represented well at this event. And yeah, shout out to you guys. John and Mike, Team Enforcers, I think Gavin, right? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Congrats on the Top Cut, and thanks for the deck profile, bro.
Yep.